His shot is boarded by Marciulionis.
Nobody near the offensive boards that time for the Mavericks.
Marciulionis with an outstanding move to the basket. Oh, goodness.
Does Don Nelson love him?
McRae. Lever inside with the offensive rebound. And Lever, they're going to say, was fouled inside.
Nice effort by the Mavericks getting the ball up the floor to Rodney McRae. He wasn't able to finish, but Fat Lever, as we will see, was there for the offensive rebound, one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA.
And Marciulionis gets called for the foul, as you can see him lobbying unsuccessfully for the jump ball.
On the floor at one time.
That's a great trivia question.
Marciulionis, Mullen, and Gatling. Very rare.
Marciulionis penetrates and kicks it back to Askew, who converts. Throws it away to Marciulionis. Marciulionis down the floor. Boy, is he quick?
Boy, did that show. I did not know he was that quick, Alan. You said it right. What explosion.
And there's Mullen with the steal. Finds Marciulionis. Boy, I tell you what.
That's the way Golden State plays. You called it.
Boy, Mullen's just terrific out there.
Mavericks did a poor job of blocking out that time. Short rebound.
Marciulionis outside. He's short. Harper can't get inside for the rebound. Ahead to Marciulionis, who will drive on Blackman. Tough shot. And the foul is going to go against Rolando.
Alan, when there's no Mavericks on the offensive boards, as that was the case that last possession, Golden State has a very easy opportunity to run the fast break. As we see him get the ball down the floor to Sarunas Marciulionis that time, now he has the opportunity for 2 more free throws.
And this is what Dallas can't afford to do, Jim. They are 3 out of 12 shooting in the period. As quickly as Golden State scores points, if the Mavericks hit one of those deadening lulls that we've seen a lot of.
Mavericks making the long pass up the floor, beating that Golden State 1-2-1-1 full court press.
Lever was 6 off the bench. So he and Marciulionis, good point production from non-starters here. Hardaway, the shot clock is down to 8. Lob for Marciulionis. Blocked by Doug Smith.
Open side of the floor for Marciulionis right now. Let's see what happens.
Got in and kicked it off to Tyrone Hill, who converts in close. And Marciulionis light. There's Fat Lever, but Lever has his pocket picked by Tim Hardaway, 10th in the league in steals. Great teamwork here by the Warriors, and Marciulionis gets the easy hoop, and he's in the double figures.
Well, Marciulionis is the leading non-starting player in scoring in the NBA. Scores more.
And Derek up to a game-high 26, and Dallas down by 14 here. Marciulionis in against Donaldson, who's called for his 3rd foul this period, and more free throws coming. Boy, Marciulionis, along with Chris Mullen, as good as there is at getting to the line for players their size.
Well, we mentioned earlier, Marciulionis leads the entire NBA in the number of free throw attempts by guards per minute played. He's done that same thing the last 2 years. He appears to be increasing on that ability this season.
Tim Hardaway is going to get a break right here, along with Billy Owens, as Vincent Askew is on. And Tyrone Hill has come back in. Well, this goes Mullen up to Hardaway. To Marciulionis, who's fouled by Terry Davis. And now Terry Davis wants to have at it.
These ball clubs tonight, there must be some bad blood between some of these players, Alan, because it's very unusual.
Well, there must be something. I don't know what's going on with Terry Davis. He fouled Marciulionis. It's usually the player who's hit hard who wants to complain, but then it was Davis.
Boy, Don Nelson's out here getting on Terry Davis now. This is really unusual.
Boy, Don Nelson's hot. Don Nelson is very hot. Jake O'Donnell saying, come on, Nelly, what the heck are you doing? Get back to the bench. Jake O'Donnell and his officiating staff are going to have some tough decisions to make here, as Richie Adubado's got his arm around Marciulionis. Ed Middleton's trying to walk Derek Harper off the floor. One of the officials, Tommy Woods, has got Terry Davis under control of some
Well, and you remember early in the game when Terry Davis put that hammer move on one of the Golden State players, I'm sure they haven't forgot that. Yeah. Now he comes back and gets in this controversy. I guess Don Nelson was really reacting to a combination of all those things.
Well, let's go back and look at it again. We take it down to the floor. And there is the foul. Yeah, it looked like Marciulionis tried then to put the elbow back in the chest of Terry Davis. That seemed to what riled Terry Davis. Now Richie Adubato is all upset. And he's out belaboring the point. Don Nelson has a seemingly
Well, now they're pushing
goal.
Clifford Ray back to the bench. This looks like an ice hockey spectacle.
It really does.
Everybody's getting in the action.
It's a wild scene. Of course, Clifford Ray played for the Golden State Warriors back in the 70s.
The aggressiveness and the fight of Terry Davis, but really, you've got to keep your composure just a little bit better. You love that fight and aggressiveness in him, but this wasn't the place for the Mavericks to lose him for the rest of the game.
17 points, 11 rebounds on the night for TD, who's been ejected, and the flagrant foul as well. So Marciulionis has shot the flagrant foul free throw. Now he'll shoot 2 more with players in the lane. Richie Adubato, of course, unhappy about the call. The lead is up to 13 right here.
Well, this may be Don Nelson's 30th anniversary in the league, but he hadn't lost any of his fire and vim and vigor.
I tell you, Don Nelson's 51 years of age. For him to want to go chest to chest with Terry Davis.
I mean, he was punching him in the chest with his finger. I was shocked.
Yeah. Officials are going to stop play again. I don't know what all this is about. Vincent Askew is going to check in for Golden State, relieving Billy Owens, who's got 21. Randy White is going to replace Terry Davis, and I think that's what the officials were waiting on. The Mavericks didn't have enough players on the floor. Marciulionis is 6 of 6 from the foul line tonight. Boy, Golden State has been there a lot this evening. They are 32 of 38 as a team. Out of there, find Marciulionis. He's hammered again going to the basket.
Well, this is a very, very aggressive ball game on the part of both teams. Watch Hardaway kick it off here. Marciulionis makes that good, quick first step to enable him to get down the baseline. He's hammered by 2 Mavericks, taking him back to the free throw stripe.
Marciulionis, an 80% free throw shooter, had made his first 7 until missing right there.
This Golden State team used to be much more of a
Fourth of the game, and that gets him to 20 points on the night. Marciulionis down the floor, finds Askew. What a play by Marciulionis. Goodness gracious.
Oh, this is a great exhibition of basketball here tonight, Alan. I'm telling you, this near-capacity crowd is certainly getting their money's worth.
Herb Williams called for his 5th foul.
Marciulionis goes behind his back, kicks it off to Askew coming down the baseline. Beautiful basketball.
It has been that. 13-point lead for Golden State. Marciulionis takes it himself to the basket. Boy, I tell you, is this kid good?
There's not many teams he wouldn't have against the Mavericks full court pressure.
Marciulionis over White.
Tough defensive matchup for Randy White. You get 2.
Will handle it. Marciulionis will drive. Great move by Sarunas Marciulionis. Wow, 10, 136, 130. And Marciulionis is fouled before he slid it off to Askew. Lever gets hit with his 4th.
Another nice move by Sarunas Marciulionis. Alan, I had no idea he was this quick. He's got a super quick step either direction. He's a left-hander, but when they try to overplay him in that direction, he's equally adept at going to his right.
And you see the respect his team and teammates have for him. With both Mullen and Hardaway on the floor, they give him the ball and let him operate. And he has gotten to the line tonight.
I would say he is a strong candidate for 630s tightly.
Hardaway reached in and stripped Derek Harper. Hardaway down the floor, off to Mullen. Excuse me, that's Marciulionis with the layup. And now it's a 7-point game. And
well, Derek Harper, as he's done many times tonight, makes a nice move down the lane, but it is stolen by the Warriors. Tim Hardaway, a familiar man, making a big play, dumping it off to Sarunas Marciulionis. Tim Hardaway adds to his stature.